Test, test, test.
Yep.
Okay.
Testing and stuff.
Let's see. Yeah. I gotta make sure it is actually recording.
Please.
Videos. Today's night. Yep. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Hello. We are watching the open cinematic for Burning Crusade. Haven't seen it in a long time.
Yeah. 13. Wait, 17? I don't know. A bunch of years ago.
2007, so what? 13 years ago.
1,000
Ex-
years.
Yep.
Like 13 years ago yesterday.
Yep.
Banished from my own homeland. And now you
I love
dare
the look of the
enter
portal.
my realm.
Yeah. It does look awesome. Still looks awesome.
You are not prepared.
Oh, yeah, you are not prepared.
Maybe you're not prepared, but I wasn't prepared.
Oh, no, we weren't.
Squid face!
The introduction of the Janai, or as Brandon calls it, Squid Face.
Space goats.
Space Ghost, yeah, that's right.
Oh, here's them people.
Yeah.
The ballerina.
And what else that you really
The
love?
ballerina's a wild. Here, let me have your magic. Consume magic. I think that's what that's called, or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. That was a racial.
Yeah. I really like that mount. I want it. I guess that was res. Polydor. Yep, none of that. If I could actually break ground like that, that'd be awesome. Oh, there he is. Like, seeing Illidan for the second time,
You are not prepared.
first time, he still gives me chills.
Yeah.
When he comes up and he says you're not, it still gives me chills. We had no clue what he was going to do.
Oh, yeah. Alright.
That
What do you
was
think? Now, we're not playing this to say, hey, it's coming out, because it's not confirmed. I was playing it because we're hoping it's coming out.
well. There's been a little tidbits of
Yeah, there's been
information.
tidbits here and there, because they did a survey or something, right?
Yeah, it was a survey that they sent out asking how everybody wanted to play. I guess I didn't get the survey because I wasn't playing the game at the time. But I guess they sent it out to mainly streamers and stuff, asking how they wanted to play, and it's coming out unconfirmed. Like, it will be here, but Blizzard hasn't come out and confirmed that it's coming out yet. But I would bet you my entire WoW account that they're going to.
Wow. And you love your WoW account. You've been putting many a year in that freaking account. So.
Yeah, I started it, and
You heard it here first. Brandon says it's coming out.
so I started. I go, 17 years ago or something.
Yeah.
A long time.
But we're both betting that it will actually be announced during BlizzConline, February 19th and 20th.
Which we're getting. We will.
Yeah, we're gonna go live on Twitch. I'm gonna go live on Twitch under Heartland PAE. So be looking at that.
And I'll be going live on Twitch as Beepo Gaming, and that's BEEPO Gaming. So I'm not going to be. I don't know that I'll stream the actual show. I'll see if I can come up on the stream to where I can actually, stream some of it.
Well,
I don't want to stream it.
I think we can stream some of it,
Yeah.
but we can't stream all of it because you have to actually purchase it.
Yeah, we'll
And
stream.
it'll be-
We'll try to
yeah.
give glimpses, glimpses and stuff like that of it. But it's mainly just going to be us talking, kind of what's going on. We'll relay. I'll relay the information to my chat. If there's anybody there,
Yeah.
which I hope there will be.
I hope there's people in our chat, but if not, yeah, well, it'll be there for them to watch later.
But
We're gonna talk about Wild Crusade. Just give a quick overview of Burning Crusade. That way, you kind of know what to expect.
yes. What we're going to do is kind of go over it, like he said. Quick overview of everything that Burning Crusade brings to you. We're not going to go into much detail, but we're going to tell you everything that it added to the game, and just kind of our thoughts on a few of the things, and maybe a quick memory here or there, and then we'll go from there.
If you're playing Classic WoW right now, the cap is 60. Well, this is going to give you the new cap of 70.
That
And
10
I
extra
remember
levels.
level to 70. Whew.
It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah. And I don't remember if you have to be 58 or 60. I'm pretty sure you have to be 60. But if you're 58 and you get in there, I wouldn't. I would wait till I'm 60.
I want to say the mobs that are in there, if I remember correctly, there were some 58s, but I want to say that they were mainly 59s and 60s.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, you can go in there at 58, but I would not advise it because the first couple of quests, just the first couple of quests are hard.
I think what
once you get,
we did with one of my characters was he was 58. We summoned him out there to the first dungeon. Right there at the first dungeon.
Yeah, I remember I've done that.
Just to get the first dungeon done and see if we could, That was when we were messing around and we wanted to figure out, hey, how much XP can you get if you're at this level and you're doing it. So
yeah, I think you actually lowered 58 when we summoned you, though.
I may have been
57, and we had to summon you somehow because you couldn't do the quest to get in there.
Yeah, maybe so. But that brings us to the next thing. Once you get into the Outlands, you're going to get 7 new zones. 7.
Yeah.
You get Hellfire Peninsula.
Then you go to Zek, we'll continue talking about what Hellfire Peninsula is.
Well, no, I was just saying, Hellfire Peninsula is just, I think that's pretty much the starting place that where it's at.
It's a big rocky area.
Yeah, it doesn't really
got two sides. It's got 2 different sides, Horde Alliance, and then right past right in the middle is 3 dungeons.
Yeah.
And right behind those is a little PvP area.
Actually, and below, in the same area you're talking about, below is the raid.
Oh, yeah.
In there as well. I think that is Magtheridon's lair. I think. Is that one down there? Not really for sure.
I don't remember.
But
dang, it's been a long time.
You get Hellfire Peninsula, then you get Zanger Marsh. It's
kind of
it says it right there in the name. It's a marsh. It's all swampy area.
Yeah.
Terrakar Forest. It says it right there in the name.
It's like it says, forest.
It's a forest. It also introduces you to the Terrakar, which are these bird type people that are really awesome. I like them. In one quest, I think you get to turn into one for a little while. Then you go to the Grand, probably my favorite zone out of the entire game, hands down, period. I've played through all the retail. The Grand is my favorite zone in the entire game. Even Wrath of the Lich King. The Grand is my favorite zone.
You get to do a bunch of necessary quests there
Oh,
too.
dude, I did every quest you could think
Oh yeah.
of there. It was great. Um,
That's where you got the Talbot. Is that what you
yeah,
told
yeah,
me one
yeah. You
day?
get the white talbot from there, and you can only get it if you're exalted with him. And I got it. I don't know within a week of me going there, just because I liked it so
Yeah.
well. Then you get Blaze Edge Mountains. Kind of, it's fun. There's a lot of rocks and there's a lot of falls that you can make. Black Rock Depths, if you remember, um, BRD where the Dark Iron Dwarves were, all that area.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of
It
that
sounds
zone.
like that.
I still can't remember the name of that zone.
Yeah. It's close enough.
Netherstorm. Netherstorm had
The stormy
is-
type areas,
yeah, it had the
lightning.
what would like the electricity up top. It's really, if you guys don't do it, take a look up every once in a while and just
Yeah.
look at the sky, especially at Netherstorm. There's
Yeah.
so much. It's just it looks it's beautiful.
And
It's a
that's
beautiful.
where I think there's 3 dungeons there too.
Yeah, I believe so.
That don't you have to fly to those
Yeah,
once you get flying?
Netherstorm I think is the only one. I think Netherstorm you have to fly to. Period.
Yeah, of course, all of them are easier to get to if you fly, but Netherstorm I think you have to fly. Or is there a guy at the very edge that you use to teleport? I can't remember. There's a guy right there at the edge. I don't remember. What he's there
Maybe
for.
so. Maybe you can get up there without flying, but I think there are certain dungeons that you have to have flying to get into. Like you can't get to them unless you have flying.
Yeah.
Even the I think even the meeting stones are down on the ground.
And then Shadow Moon Valley, which is at the bottom of the map, and it's just the valley.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
I liked it.
And there's another ride down there that I had done to get a good flying mount that I thought was cool.
Yeah, it was
It was like a manta ray. Is that what it was? Something like that.
yeah.
A flying manta ray. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the rep grind there kind of. Yeah. We don't get all the rep grinds right now.
I'm wondering something.
What?
Oh, you know, after we talk about all of this that's coming out, do you remember in 2.1, the patch 2.1, it was the first patch for the Outlands that brought in the Black Temple?
What about it?
Forgot about that. It also brought guild banks.
Was it? I thought it was at the very end that it brought guild banks and stuff.
Yeah, it was with patch 2.1. That's when they
Oh,
brought
that one, the last one?
That's when they brought the Shattered Sun Offensive, Shatrath City, Kel'Thas Stone Riders, Somewhat Plateau, Magister's Terrace, Isle of Keldanos. That's when they brought your favorite island out. New dungeon, Magister's Terrace, which was in
Yeah.
the Isle of Keldanos.
Yeah, that was the Isle of Coldonalis, which is not in our notes right here.
No.
I loved
I'm
it.
sorry, I skipped ahead. I was just saying this is a patch that comes out after, during it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I skipped ahead. Okay, hold on, back up.
But,
Skirt.
I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it though.
Oh, okay.
Because it's not anywhere in here. But Isle of Coldonalis, I loved it because they opened it up, and what you did for the first I don't know how many days or weeks. Everybody would go there every day, and they started with like 2 or 3 daily quests.
Well,
And
there was
as everybody progressed, it would open up more and more of the island, and eventually opened up the dungeon and everything else. Once you open up more of the island,
now there
and
was a
I
direct
thought it was
portal.
cool.
There was a direct portal from Shatrath to the Isle of Kelton.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think that's the only way you got there. Was the
Oh, well, it was north of Eversong Woods. I believe you could have probably flown if you had flying,
I don't
but
know.
you should have had flying by then.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was north of but you can't fly from Eversong Woods.
That's right. Yeah, I guess it is the only way you can get there would be by the You're right. Good call.
But I don't think you. I don't remember if you can fly at the Isle of Colonos. I don't think so. So I think it's just like Eversong Woods, where it's just ground mount. But anyways, it introduced two of the new races, which the video showed, which is the Draenei or the Space Cat.
Well, not the patch. This is we're going back to what happens when
we're going back now.
yeah, what happens
So,
when the game when it actually
when
launches.
the game comes out. Because we do not know where they're going to start Burning Crusade.
Yeah, we don't know. Like
Because-
we said, we don't know for sure that it's even coming out, but we want to talk about it and get you guys
We're hoping,
information on it before it comes out.
and we're going to
Hopefully, you guys are as hyped as we
we're
are.
going to do episodes until at least to BlizzCon, where they hopefully announce it.
Yeah, for sure.
And we'll jump up here every once in a while. We'll give news if we hear anything about it coming out.
Yeah.
And whatnot.
Yeah.
So we're excited. We can't wait. So
what it did bring,
if we're jumping again, oh well.
it brought Draenei's and Blood Elves. It also made it to where shamans and paladins could be Horde and Alliance.
Yep.
That was a huge thing that people liked, right?
Oh yeah.
You wanted to be an Alliance shaman.
I still love my Draenei shaman.
I still don't think they should give Paladin to Horde. Paladins are good people.
Yeah.
But that was really
especially the Blood Elves, right? Because you hate the Blood Elves.
yeah. I just love the Blood Elves.
But you know they made the Moobos later, but that's not Burning Crusade. That's much later.
I love it.
Anyways, so the new dungeons, which we ran all the time. Now, I will give you a story that I didn't like dungeons. The only time I ever did a dungeon before I got to Burning Crusade was when somebody ran me through it, and I didn't like people running me through it. So I think the only one that somebody actually ran me through was Deadmines. So I hated dungeons. I didn't like them. Me and Brandon started hanging out. We started playing together. He said, no, we're going to be running dungeons. And we didn't take it. So, yeah. So we started running dungeons. We started helping guildies out, running them through. We ran all these, I don't know how many times. And I had 2 accounts, so I would run my other account through.
Oh no, I
help them get leveled up. So
I can't remember.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
I can't remember who I was playing at the time. I want to say it may have been Savage. No, I don't even think Savage was created. I think this was
Savage was created, I think, in Wrath.
Yeah, this was still Val.
Yeah.
This was still the main. It's like the only character I had, guys. You don't understand. Like the only character I had. But you couldn't beat me. Like you could. I think when Wrath came out is when you leveled up Valtendo and you're like, I want to try a healer because we need a healer. Yeah. And so I started a druid, and dude, I leveled that druid so fast. That was retarded speed on the druid.
I think it was right after when Wrath decided to do the looking for group. I think that's when you did it.
I mean, I quested quite a bit, but yeah, dungeons really do it.
Oh yeah.
No, the new dungeon.
I think he would.
New dungeon.
I think he would quest while you waited on dungeon. I can't remember. It was so long ago.
The new.
Yeah. So new dungeons are
Shadow Lab.
Shadow Labyrinth.
Oh, Shadow. I'm sorry. Dude.
We always call it Shadow Labyrinth.
Shadow Labyrinth. It's in it's a grave city of Auchendu. It's below Terracotta. The Alcatraz. Or the Arcatraz.
The Arcatraz or the Arc.
Or the Arc, yeah.
Some people call it Arc.
That's a pretty fun one. It's pretty cool. I mean, the Arcatraz is that's the one that's got all the things that are in the. No, is that the one?
It's the Mighty Tempest Keep was created by enigmatic Naru, sentient beings of pure energy and the sworn enemies of Burning Legion.
Oh, okay, I remember which one that was. Okay, I remember which one.
Okay.
Okay, then you got.
And then Black Morass, which is in the Caverns of Time.
Yep, that's a fun one.
Oh, that's the one with the little portals and the webs coming out, right?
Yeah, yeah. Where you
That's
gotta
the one
go
where-
over and kill the.
That's the one where it had a puddle and your
Yeah.
mage would always get
Yes,
stuck in.
yes. That's also the one.
Everybody else would run through it, and you'd have to swim.
That's also the one that I found out for the very first time that a rogue. I didn't know this dude. He was just in a group, and I found out that a rogue could tank that entire dungeon because he did it.
Yep.
And the boss at the
I
end.
remember you telling me that.
He did it with evasion tanking. Dude, he was nasty. And I could full rip with my mage. Full rip as hard as I could, and I couldn't pull the aggro away.
Hey.
It was something else. It was unbelievable.
And then we'll go to the Steam Vault.
Yep. That's
Which
the
is a regular
Naga area. Got a lot of Nagas in it and stuff. Then the Shattered Halls. Which one was that?
Hellfire Peninsula.
Yeah, okay, I remember
Hellfire
that one.
Peninsula. That was the second one, I think, or
I think it was the second one. I think it was Hellfire Ramparts and then Blood Furnace.
Blood
Shattered
Furnace
Halls.
is the second one.
Yeah.
Shattered Halls was the third
Yeah.
one.
And then you got the
And then
Botanica.
the Botanica, yeah.
That's fun.
That's in Tip. Yeah. Mechanar?
Mechanar, yeah. Old Hills Brad. There's another one that's in Caverns of Time.
Oh, that one is in Caverns of Time. That's one where Old
You're
Banshee,
escorting.
Young Thrall.
Yeah, you're escorting Thrall to find his love. You get to see his love story. Then you got Sethic Halls. Sethic Halls is fun. It's Auchendoon. It goes along with what is it, Arcanite Crypts, maybe?
Yep.
And Shadow Labyrinth.
Or what we call crypts.
Yeah, Shadow Labyrinth,
Mana
Sethic,
Tombs?
and was it all four of those?
Tombs.
Shadow Labs, Sethic Halls, Arcanite Crypts, and Mana Tombs. Weren't they all like right there
I
together?
think so. Yeah, because it was like four right there in that big circle.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
was one north, one south, one east, one west.
That's right. That's right. Then you got the
Thunderball
Underball.
which is down there in Zangarmarsh.
Yeah, that's also
Which with the slave pins.
yeah. The Slallow dude, the slave pins is so fun. That was a fun. Blood Furnace.
And,
These are the
and
first
Hellfire
ones.
Ramps.
Well, and yeah, Hellfire Ramparts and Blood Furnace. Those are the first two you'll see, and you will run those a whole lot. But you'll get the level.
Now, some of these dungeons actually have raid attunements. So you gotta watch out for that.
Yeah, you got to do attunements in order to get the keys, in order to be able to do some of this.
Yep.
There was new raids.
Which Karazhan, which is one of the new raids, which I loved. Speaking of attunements,
His
you
favorite
have to
raid.
do a quest line. Oh, dude, I loved it. That's what got me into it. Because I watched him with his mage go in and fight what they called the Wizard of Oz event. And, that's what got me hooked, is watching him do that. And I was like, okay, I want to raid. He goes, well, you're going to have to run dungeons. I'm like, oh, I guess I'll run dungeons.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember gearing you up, though. It was fun.
Yep, I remember my first piece of epic gear, or purple gear, whatever you want to call it, was somebody told me if I read a couple PvP things,
Yep.
I could get the wand. That was my first epic piece.
Yeah.
The wand.
Because you played a
That's what it
mage
was.
at the time, huh?
Yeah.
Because you wanted to. I remember that you were like my Padawan.
Something like that. But I didn't make my mage because of you. I already had the mage.
Well, I know that.
Because me and John we both made paladins. That was our first characters. Well, that was my first character. I think he was already playing. And we decided to make two casters. And I made a mage, he made a warlock.
Oh, I know. He loves this warlock.
Oh, no, at that time he did.
Yeah.
But he never played it very much after that.
Oh no, I liked the mage, and you made the mage, and it was fun to have somebody to teach. I guess.
Yeah. And we had many drunken knights running Karazhan.
Oh god, yes. Oh god, yes. Karazhan's just fun. I don't care who you.
We made a game out of it. If we wiped or we died, shot. And we don't mean a shot of beer or a shot of water. We did a shot of whatever alcohol we had.
Yeah, usually Captain
And
Morgan's.
by the night, we were dying on purpose.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's another story.
That's fun.
But like I said, there's a quest all you got to do to get a key. And when it first came out, everybody in the raid had to have their own key. You couldn't just have somebody open up the door and go in and follow them. Everybody had to have a key, or you could not go in the caravan.
Yep. You know,
Even the back door, I think you had to have a key.
you know,
too.
if you ever got the staff, the Tish, Greg staff of the Guardian, it actually
Okay.
teleported the players. It put up a little portal thing where players could go to the front gate of Karis. They didn't have to make the
Oh,
run.
really? I remember there was something, but I couldn't.
It's Atiesh, I think is how you say it.
Yeah.
It's the epic or the legendary staff. You know that goes
Yeah.
along with
It's actually orange legendary. Yeah.
yeah, that goes along with Thunder Fury, Blessed Blade of the Windseeker.
Yeah.
Did somebody
What did
say?
you say?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay.
Then we'll move on to Grill's Lair, which is the home to Grill the Dragon Killer.
Yeah, that's a fun one. It's in Blaze Edge Mountains. There's only two. These that came out, I want to say that out of all the raids, Karazhan had the most bosses because Grill's Lair came out. It was 2 bosses. That's it. But that's where your tier 4 set stuff came from. Shoulders and legs. So
Yeah, how many?
that was a fun one.
How many bosses
Magtheridon.
were in Kara? I can't remember how many bosses were in Kara.
Karazhan
Like
had
8 or 12 or something like that.
Okay, remember
Because they don't say.
Remember the first one you went to was the Usher dude. Upstairs. Remember? You had the.
Well, the first one we went to was the.
Oh well, yeah, we
the guy with the horse.
Yeah, the dude with the horse is the first one we went to. Okay, you're right. Second
And then there was
second one we went
the
to was
Usher.
upstairs. That we went to the Usher. Third, did we go to Chess?
No, it was the lady, the chick, the big huge chick.
Okay. When did we go Chess? We went Chess somewhere in there.
That was later.
Was that after?
That chess was right before the last.
Dude,
boss,
there's
I
like
thought.
9 bosses in it.
And then there's the
Expect me to remember
Deathwing.
all of it.
Not Deathwing. What was the dragon's name that was optional after you got the urn?
Oh, dude, I can't. A mean one?
That was optional. I thought there was 2 optionals. But anyways, why did we go? Oh yeah, we couldn't remember how many bosses. But
Yeah,
let's go ahead and move forward.
Magtheridon, I do believe there's not a whole lot of bosses in it. I think it's just Magtheridon himself.
This is
There's some
a
trash.
short one boss raid.
Yeah.
But I think there's a
there may
lot
be
of
some
trash going
that
to
you
it.
gotta clear. Or pull with him or something like that, one of the 2. Then
There's Sherpin Shrine Cavern, which was a 25-man rated, so it was 6 bosses.
I think
And
we
then
did that
famous
one.
Elevator boss.
I think we did that one. Did you go with me? Did I pull you through that one with some of my friends?
No, usually I only went when the people were like, "Hey, we're going here. We need however many people."
I know I could have swore that I got you in there with a group of my friends.
If you cleared it, then I didn't go because I never cleared it.
No, we didn't clear it. We were just wanting to go, and we got some bosses.
That probably happened then, yeah.
Okay, then see, I have it cleared, but then you go the Eye. The Eye had quite a few bosses, if you remember. Did you ever do the Eye? I don't think so. Did you?
Not during that time.
Okay, well, when this comes out, you're running it. I don't care. I'm taking you through these places.
Well, I'm going to run all of it.
Yeah, I'm taking you through these places again. That means I got to get busy and actually level a classic too.
We're going to find out if it's actually going to be.
Yeah.
If they're going to take the classic and upgrade it, or if they're going to make a new tab. Because we have no idea what's going to happen if it does come out.
I'm just going to do Druid. It'll just be easier.
Yeah.
Then you had the Hyjal Summit. That's like a dude. What's crazy about this is this takes place at we're at the denouement of Warcraft 3: Reign of Chaos, the seventh
Oh yeah.
chapter of the Night Elf campaign, Twilight of the Gods, Archimon. That was a fun one because it brought back like not only did it brought the lore of Warcraft into the game.
Yeah.
And where this all
We
started.
just tied it all together. Yeah.
Well, it's where this all started from. Warcraft 1. Warcraft 1
Yeah.
came out, and then they did 2 and 3, and then wow, it became the whole
Yeah.
world. So I remember playing those games, and I liked that they brought that some of that into it. I thought that was pretty cool.
And all-
One of the biggest
also
things
was-
that everybody loves. What is it?
Flying.
Exactly. I knew it.
And one of the big things that everybody would do, like a warrior, they would go to the PvP area in the Hellfire Peninsula, and the warrior would drop out off their flying mount, and right before they hit the ground, they would charge at somebody. They would be all right.
You know what's funny though is when you get that guy that tries it and his computer is janky and he lags, so he hits the ground.
Yeah.
I've done that a couple of times with my druid, fly all the way up as high as I can, and then drop, and then try to hit it right before I hit the ground. The computer lag.
Yeah, because druids can actually go to flight form, go way up there, drop out of their flight form. Right before they hit the ground, they can hit flight form and be all right.
Yep.
But if you're lagging, guess what? You're going to hit the ground.
Yep. But I used to do that, fly up in flight form, and then go down, go out of flight form, hit bear form, and have charge ready, and just be spamming the charge button. So I would hit it, so the charge would go off before I hit the ground. I remember doing that PvPing a couple of times. We used to have a lot of fun doing that. And then the profession.
New profession.
You liked it. I never did it.
I like Joe crafting.
I never learned how. I just couldn't. I for some reason I couldn't grasp it. I guess I don't know. Maybe I'm not a jewelry.
Well, during this time, Joe crafting was one of the best things to have because you could socket your stuff, and you can still do it now, but I don't think it's as much as it used to be. It's mainly to make necklaces and rings now. So.
Now, see, when jewel crafting then, what was it? Could only you could socket was it a ring or something?
You could only socket your rings, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, you had to be jewel crafting in order to have a socket for your ring.
Like tailors could only enchant their shoulders.
Yeah.
Jewel crafting could only socket the ring.
Leather workers.
I could be wrong.
Each profession had something they could do, like
That only they could do. Yeah.
leather. I can't remember what leather workers had. Was it?
I think they might have been able to enchant their.
Remember, no, they could put that armor, that extra.
Not enchant, but yeah,
the
they
extra
could do
agility.
plus.
Like
to their shoulder or back or something.
Yeah, so
like
it was. Well, I can't remember which one it was, but yeah, they could do the extra agility. And only leather workers could do it. So.
All right. Well, that pretty much wraps this up. We're going to come out with a podcast. We're going to go more into depth about the new zones, and we might make one quick one about the Denier Blood Elf, but not too much. We'll talk about the racials and stuff like that, and how good or bad they are. Then we'll talk about like I said, the new zones and the new dungeons, kind of go in depth on those. And then we'll eventually move into the raids.
Yep.
And hopefully by that time it'll be announced and we will really be talking about it.
And then when the patch comes out for the 2.1, we'll talk about that, or before it comes out, we'll talk about it so you'll know what to expect there too. And what all that brings to the table. So I do hope you guys enjoyed it, and I really hope that you guys are as excited for it as we are, because I'm pretty stoked about the.
Because it's not even announced, and we're talking about it. So
I can't wait. This changed WoW entirely. It really did, and it made it that much better. I mean, that's why it's been the best. When Burning Crusade came out, just to give you some insight, guys, right before we end here, just a piece of information. 12 years ago, yesterday, when it came out in 2007, The Burning
14.
Crusade expansion launched.
14. 14. Sorry. 14.
Yeah, it
We've been
sold.
saying 13.
It sold almost 2.4 million copies on release day, which made it the fastest selling PC game ever released up to that point. So I mean that tells you something. That this game was hot, and this is one of the reasons. This brought a lot of new players. So, yeah, I hope you guys stick with us. We'll talk about it. We're gonna have.
Oh, I know why you've been saying 12. It's because what we've been reading was posted 2 years ago on January 16th. So actually, it came out 14 years ago on the 16th of this month.
Yeah, 14 years ago. This was posted, a long time ago.
But alright, that's it for this episode. We'll see you pretty soon for another episode. Have fun playing the game.
Always.
This show is brought to you by Heartland Production Entertainment. If you'd like to help to make the show better, go to patreon.com/heartlandpae.